Hello pilots and welcome back to another season of Flight Academy brought to you by Out of Art Gaming. As always, my name is Phil and today we're going to be looking at the list that we have for Season 6. Quick rundown of the format rules. They have stayed mostly the same but a few tweaks. This season each player will construct a 10-point list that includes the following: either 2 small base ships or 1 small and 1 medium base ship, giving a bit more freedom to our players. If they're choosing 2 small base ships, they cannot be of the same chassis. Now the only thing that is banned is the ion cannon turret, as we do feel this is still very good, so that is no longer allowed. Games will be played in a round robin with a top cut to determine the winner. Each game will be 25 minutes with the usual Flight Academy board size, so slightly smaller at range 1 reduction all around. We have 6 obstacles this time to make it a little bit more challenging for our pilots to fly. Each player is going to score 3 points for a win, an additional point for each kill, so there's a maximum of 5 points up for grabs. And in the event of a draw, 1 point will be awarded to both players. Now there's no scenario rule, so it is purely down to ship kills. Half points do count when determining a winner for each game. But with that out of the way, let's have a look and see what our 8 players are bringing to Flight Academy this year. So first up, we have Ben returning to Flight Academy once again, still looking for his 3rd crown after narrowly missing out in Season 5. He has gone for 2 small base ships from the Rebels. We have Horn in the E-Wing with Predator, fire control system, proton torpedoes and the R3 Asmech for that double locking capability. Horn with the ability to double tap in the initiative 0 step should he have a really good shot lined up, and that's a primary attack. With R3 Astromech allowing him to get 2 locks off the bat, that is great, especially when he can acquire locks beyond range 3 with the experimental scanners. That is going to be a ship definitely worth watching out for. Backing up Corran, we have Tycho Kelchu in the A-Wing. This is the Battle over Endor variant, so quite a new ship for people to look at. Really like the ship. While it is disarmed, it can still perform missile attacks, so that is actually quite cool. It has effective cannons on there, so it already has the config card included. We've got It's a Trap. While defending, if there are more other friendly ships and enemy ships at range 0 to 1, you may reroll one of your blank results. Got Duke, proton rockets and the chaff particles. While defending, you may spend 1 focus result at the end of the neutralized result steps to remove 1 red or orange token. So that's going to pair quite nicely with the focus to reload red action, potentially now to reload those proton rockets and get rid of that stress token. But that's what Ben's got. Is he going to get his 3rd crown this season with these 2 Rebel Aces? We will have to wait and see. Joining us for the very first time in Flight Academy, we have Ned. He was our recent Beachhead winner. Very good player, always great to have along for the games. He's also flying Rebels. He's taking Fen Rao in the Fang Fighter. We don't see Rebel Fen very often, obviously you normally see Scum Fen, but before a friendly ship at range 1 to 2 engages, if there is an enemy ship in its forward arc at range 1, that friendly ship may remove 1 non-block red token. That is going to be really good. Fen has clan training, swarm tactics and Beskar reinforced plating, which is a very solid upgrade, especially with those Mandalorians. And backing Fen up, we have Luke Skywalker. This is the Battle of Yavin variant that we saw Andy run in Season 5 to great effect. So classic Luke ability: after you become the defender, before dice are rolled, you may recover 1 force. You have Hope, so after another friendly ship at range 0 to 3 is destroyed, you may perform a focus or boost action. So should Fen go down at 0 to 3, Luke does get to take an action, which is quite good, especially with the reduced board size. That's very likely to trigger. If Fen goes down, that is. We've got instinctive aim, attack speed, so after you fully execute 3 to 4 maneuver, you may perform a boost using the 1 straight template. And that's not an action, so that can be doubled up into multiple other actions, which is really always quite handy. We've also got those proton torpedoes, which are going to work really well with the instinctive aim, and R2-D2 to recover shields if you find yourself in a tricky situation with Luke. So 2 fast and aggressive ships there from Ned, just what we like to see in his rookie season. Will he be our first rookie to take the crown, or will he narrowly miss out? We'll have to wait and see. And finally, representing the Rebels, we've got Scot back once again. He has brought double I-6s with Harrison Dula in the B-Wing and Fen Rao in the Sheathopede. So a very interesting list. There's a lot to unpack here. So Harrison Dula is equipped with marksmanship, passive sensors, ion cannon, stabilized S-foils, the B6 Blade Wing prototype providing the gunner upgrade, and Sabine Wren. So Hera's ability, while another friendly ship at range 1 to 2 defends or performs an attack, during a modified dice step you may transfer one of your focus tokens, evade tokens, or locks to that ship. So that's going to be quite interesting, helping to allow Fen to get a better shot if Hera doesn't have much going for her. She's got the passive sensors, so she can then pick that target to target lock once she knows where they are, but being I6, maybe passive sensors isn't quite as necessary as possible. Not going to be coming up against many I6, I don't think. Now, Sabine Wren is obviously quite interesting here. After you perform a special attack, you may choose a number of friendly ships at range 0 to 3 of the defender, up to the number of damage cards dealt to the defender during that attack. Each chosen ship may remove 1 strain or stress tokens, so looking to really maximise the manoeuvrability of both these ships. Now, as I said, we have Fen Rao in the Sheathopede with a Deadeye Shot, Seasoned Navigator, and the R4 Astromech. So Fen's ability, it's quite wordy, but before an enemy ship in your firing arc engages, if you are not stressed, you may gain 1 stress token. If you do, that ship cannot spend tokens to modify dice while it performs an attack during this phase. So very much there to shut down mods. With the Seasoned Navigator, after you reveal your dial, you may set your dial to another non-red maneuver of the same speed. While you execute that maneuver, increase its difficulty. Now that's going to pair quite nicely with the R4 Astromech if doing a speed 1 to 2 move, making most of those blue on the dial, then increasing them to white when using Seasoned Navigator. Really trying to keep Fen unstressed to unlock that ability to nullify modifications. A very interesting build. Will the I6s be the difference there? Going to be interesting to see how this one goes, but looking forward to that. Now moving on to the Empire, we have 2 players running Empire this season. We have our Season 5 champion returning, looking to defend his crown. We have Andy. He is running Soontir Fel, the Battle over Endor variant. He is also paired Soontir Fel up with Major Vermeil in the TIE Reaper. Now Soontir Fel has Apex Predator, No Escape, Blank Signature and Feedback Emitter, all Battle over Endor specific upgrades. So Apex Predator, while you perform a primary attack, if the defender's initiative is lower than yours, you may reroll 1 attack die. That is likely to trigger a lot, let's be honest. No Escape, while you perform a primary attack, if there are more friendly ships than other enemy ships at range 0 to 1 of the defender, you may reroll 1 of your blank results. So as soon as Soontir gets you on your own, it's not going to be a nice day. Blank Signature, while defending, if you are not locked by the attacker, you may spend 1 charge to change 1 focus result to an evade. And Feedback Emitter, after an object acquires a lock on you, you may spend 1 charge to jam that object, ignoring range restrictions. This upgrade's charges may not be recovered. And let's not forget Soontir's actual ability. After you perform an attack, you may spend 1 charge to gain 1 deplete token to boost or barrel roll. Now that is not complete a boost or barrel roll action, so that does mean you can double boost or double barrel roll in a turn. So very manoeuvrable with Soontir with the sensitive controls for the system phase, red boost or barrel roll. Now Major Vermeil in the Reaper. While you perform an attack, if the defender does not have any green tokens, you may change one of your blank or focus results to a hit result. So Soontir can go in, hopefully strip some tokens, and Vermeil can come in and back him up. He has Captain Hark, so after you fully execute a red maneuver, if you're not focused, you may spend 1 charge to gain 1 focus token. Darth Vader, at the start of the engagement phase, you may choose 1 ship in your firing arc at range 0 to 2 and spend 1 charge. If you do, that ship suffers 1 damage unless it chooses to remove 1 green token. And the targeted computer, because a really cool ship like the Reaper doesn't actually have a target lock, so if you've got a point to spend, definitely worth having on there. But what can Andy do with the support and, let's face it, my favourite ship in the game? So it will be interesting to see, can he be a double Flight Academy winner this season? Let's wait and find out. And the second Empire list is actually my list this time. Also running a battle over Endor ship, we have Captain Yor in the TIE Defender. We've got a 6-point TIE Defender, definitely going to have to give that a go. So Captain Yor's ability, after you perform a primary attack that hits, you may spend 1 charge to perform a bonus cannon attack. Chess Engineering is the ability here. After you fully execute a speed 3 to 5 maneuver, you may perform a target lock action. While attacking, if you are not stressed, you may spend 1 shield to apply the range 1 bonus. And with the actions on this ship, that's really good. You're going to get no escape, Predator, ion cannon, and the computer assisted handling. We covered no escape with Soontir earlier, but basically if you are one-on-one or outnumber your opponent, then you're going to be able to re-roll one of your blank results. Computer assisted handling, after you fully execute a maneuver, you may spend 1 charge to perform a boost or barrel roll action. That is not red, so you can in theory do 4 actions in a turn. If you do a speed 3 to 5, you can get your target lock, you can then boost, you can evade, and then you can barrel roll, and that will only get you 1 stress. Now backing up Captain Yor, we have Vizier in the Reaper. So we have 2 Reapers, but 2 different flavours. So Vizier, after you move using your controlled ailerons ship ability, you may perform a coordinate action. If you do, you skip your perform action step. Now, on here we have Gar Saxon, Agent Callus, and the targeting computer. Gar Saxon, while a friendly unit at range 1 to 3 with initiative of 4 or lower performs an attack against a defender you have locked, the attacker may change 1 focus result to a hit result. Agent Callus, while you perform an attack against the ship with the hunted condition, you may change 1 of your focus results to a hit result. And as we said, targeting computer pairs up really nicely with Gar Saxon there, really looking to support the defender in making that as powerful as possible, but with Agent Callus also looking to make sure that Vizier has a little bit of punch himself should he require it. I had a very poor showing in Season 5, so hopefully this might actually go a little bit better for me, but in all honesty, I'm just here for the fun, so let's see how it goes in Season 6. And coming back for a second season of Flight Academy, we have Benji running his favoured scum. Now, those of you that are habitual watchers of the channel will have spotted this list a couple of episodes ago. He's running Captain Nim and Captain Jostero. So half of the incredibly explosive list that he played against my Resistance not that long ago. Captain Nim, before a friendly bomb or mine would detonate, you may spend 1 charge to prevent it from detonating, and while the defender gets an attack obstructed by a bomb or mine, roll 1 additional defense die. We've got the dorsal turret, skill bombardier, seismic charges, concussion bombs, ablative plating, the havoc title, and the genius astromech, so he can move and drop. That is a very scary ship with those bombs, especially with seismic charges and 6 obstacles on the board this season rather than 4. And another ship that pairs up really nicely with this, Captain Josh Stereo, who has contraband cybernetics, dead man switch, and of course a hull upgrade on a already 6 health ship. With Captain Josh Stereo, after an enemy ship suffers damage, if it is not defending, you may perform a bonus attack against that ship. So that's going to go really handy with the seismic charges and concussion bombs. Looking to get as much damage output there as possible. In theory, you could be looking at 4 sets of damage a turn with the 2 of these ships, so very, very powerful. We saw them in a full game with 2 other ships there, and it was great fun to see. So happy to have Benji back on the table with these. Really excited to see how he gets on in Season 6. Now it's starting to feel like it couldn't be Flight Academy without Josh joining us. He is back for his 3rd season, having made the top cut in both his rookie and 2nd year. Can he make it to the top cut? Can he actually get that coveted win that he's got so close to? Well, the ships he's looking to do that with are obviously going to be scum ships. He has Tirani Calder in the Kimagila. After you perform an attack, each enemy ship in your bullseye suffers 1 damage unless it removes 1 green token. We've got the amazing Dead to Rights ability while you perform an attack. If the defender is in your bullseye, defense dice cannot be modified using green tokens. So that is going to be absolutely crazy. We've got expert handling, dead man switch, and hull upgrade, because we know that Josh likes adding more health, and then if that goes, big booms happen. He's paired this up with Talonbane Cobra in the Kirax. While you defend at range 3 or perform an attack at range 1, roll 1 additional die. Pretty straightforward, pretty cool, especially when you already have 3 dice naturally. We've also got Trick Shot, Dead Man Switch, and Hull Upgrade. So it would be incredibly scary if Josh manages to get a range 1 shot through an obstacle with Talonbane Cobra, because that would be 6 dice. That would be incredibly cool to see. But again, another aggressive list from Josh. As I said, he's made the top cut in both seasons he's been a part of. Can he do it for a 3rd season? Can he finally get that win? And finally, but by no means least, we have Wes running the only non-original faction. He is going with the Republic. He has Wolf in the Arc 170. While you perform a primary forward arc attack, you may spend 1 charge to reroll 1 attack die. While you perform a rear arc attack, you may recover 1 charge to roll 1 additional attack die. We have Elusive and Veteran Tail Gunner on there, so that's going to be really powerful. If he can get in between 2 ships, shoot out the front with an extra attack die to spend the charge, Veteran Tail Gunner a bonus shot out the back to regain that charge and get an extra dice, that could be some efficiency there. Unlikely to be able to trigger that multiple times, but I think if Wes can get that off once or twice in a game, that will probably be really good. Now, pairing up with Wolf, we have Anakin Skywalker in the Y-Wing, which is not a choice you would obviously expect, but a lot of health in there in that Y-Wing and initiative 6. With Anakin's ability, after you fully execute a maneuver, if there is an enemy ship in your forward arc at range 0 to 1, or in your bullseye arc, you may spend 1 force to remove 1 stress token. The plated hull, while you defend, if you're not critically damaged, change 1 critical hit to a hit result, which is always really nice, giving you extra longevity with those Y-Wings. Now he's got the dorsal turret, proton torpedoes, veteran turret gunner, and seismic charges. So there's a lot of double attacking from Wes's list, and the seismic charges are going to come in incredibly handy, especially as I said, we've upped it to 6 obstacles. So drop a seismic charge and it's highly likely you're going to have a choice of at least 2 obstacles to actually detonate. So going to be really scary there. Wes has obviously quite an up and down record, but I expect this list to do quite well. Republic are in a very good spot at the moment, so it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. And there we go, guys, that is the 8 lists for Flight Academy Season 6. A nice mix of ships and abilities in there, and a great group of players to fly them. We're going to have 28 games in the round robin with a top 4 cut. Do let us know in the comments which list you quite like and who you think is going to take our top spot this season. Will we have a new champion? Will we have a returning champion? Who knows? But we will in 32 games time. But guys, again, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you do like what we're doing here at Out of Art Gaming, you can support us on Patreon. There is a link in the description below. We've always said it, our top tier does get to actually choose what we fly. You can use that choice to tell us what to fly in a season of Flight Academy going forward. So once the rules are up for that, if you want to tell us what to fly in Flight Academy, we can actually do that. But in the meantime, guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you very shortly for Flight Academy Season 6.